It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll see Bryce Young. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Vikings and the Packers, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
We're at the oldest continually operating stadium. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100 plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
25 yards the pick up there, and also a first down. Once again, they run with Mixon. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. The numbers for Mixon last week, north of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And Young's throw there incomplete. You look at this Packers defense, and they're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And when you see a ranking like number 4 in the league against the pass, that's a testament to both their defensive coordinator and the general manager that crafted this unit, and now they're out executing.
Young. Right side, there's Likely with it. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down. And here's Trenton Gill on to punt. Back deep is Tank Dell. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. They'll be led out by the 1st overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball. Run it inside. Everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try to create some space.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 22 carries, 99 yards.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. The Packers entering play looking for win number 4 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This defense for the Vikings, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Here's Goff. Short throw underneath to Hurst. Powering forward. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, to have that dagger play, to have that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Up the middle with Eckler. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings' 43-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
They'll run with Herbert. And some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 30. 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
They're going to go toss right side with Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
They'll try the air now with Goff. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff-worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. That throw by Young incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Young working out of the gun. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
That's pulled in at the 32. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward from that last drive.
Well, a few different things that you carry forward. Number one, as you noted, they were moving it pretty well, so that gives them a lot of confidence. The second part is, keeps your defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest up a little bit. And last but not least, you've taken a good look at what you've done on offense, noted where the weaknesses are, and you know when you want to come back to them.
I like when you're organized with your points. Well done.
Point A, B, and C.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after one on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
We're good. Four down.
Play action. It's Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be 4th down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Young off the play fake. That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give them 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. Young now. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2. Young to throw it. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Drew Sanders. And the Packers are going to get the football back at their own 17. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Goff now looks to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Will go down as a gain of 6, and now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
14.
Eckler now between the tackles. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Packers first down by a couple of yards as they get 5 there on 4th and 3.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
off. He completes it to Wilson. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game? That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
To throw on second down is Young. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
Yellow, check white.
Off the play fake, Young. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down.
Defense. Don't do us like that.
Yeah, we saw that from up here, CD. A tug on the face mask, and the flag comes out.
And we saw that last week they had some defensive miscues like that. And they told us that they had worked hard on it in practice and thought they had it all cleaned up. But obviously the message hasn't really sunk in.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Back to Mixon on second down. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And Young's throw there incomplete. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a fourth down. Going to bring out Anders Carlson now to try the field goal. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Packers offense now. They get ready to head back onto the field.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag.
Intentional grounding, offense.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Off play action. Here's Goff.
Taking in left side, it's Wilson.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. An extra defender in the secondary hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already they do here on 4th down.
Samuel in motion.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Goff. Again, that's Hurst. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now a play fake, and it's Goff. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
2nd down and a yard.
Again, Goff.
He'll get this out right to Eckler.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. On the give, this is Eckler. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown.
Austin Eckler with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
Ready up.
Now a first down throw for Young. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Mixing up the middle. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now a second down throw for Young. To Mixon on the check down. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 7 yards there and a first down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On second down, Young. Caught on the right side by Jones. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And the Vikings first down.
Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And his kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The final shot before break here. Goff. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. So we're at past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. And the Packer offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Caught left side. Here's Dell. So 8 yards on the completion there. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Out of the gun. Goff. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on 2nd down is Goff. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
2 for 1. 2 for 1.
Goff now to throw.
This is swung out to Eckler.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. From the red zone now, Goff. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here.
Brings up 2nd and 18 at the 23-yard line.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And his kick here is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. And all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. steps away. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
To throw, Young. Man open left side is Brown. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
That penalty is declined. Ready?
Young looks to throw on first down. His throw incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Young.
This complete to Jones. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 43. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Off the play fake, Young.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
To the air once more, Young.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now Young. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 20-yard line. A gain of 22. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Running the jet sweep with Jones.
Oh, this one, they need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here is Young. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You got to find your tight end in that situation.
Young. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Jayden Reed, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings, on the final play of the 3rd quarter, have taken the lead. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And that gives him a 3-point lead. 3 quarters in the books.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Back now at Lambeau, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
Hold on.
Goff on first down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, let's go. Go, ground. Hey, lift. Set.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
The Packers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Goff. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Bradley Chubb able to record his 5th sack of the season. On now is the Packers punter. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Come on, set. Ready.
On 1st and 10, Young. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Alex Highsmith making a nice play and getting the sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. In that particular play, it just came from the outside.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Meanwhile, Young's throw is on target to Likely.
Only able to gain a couple there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Smith, red. Black clock. Ready.
Now a 1st down throw for Young. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Jones will come now in motion right.
Now Young fakes a sweep and looks to throw off play action.
That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now Young.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Young will set to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Touchdown Vikings.
Jayden Reed with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Vikings will add to their 4th quarter lead. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away.
And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy. because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Brings up 2nd and 16.
Here's Goff. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
3rd and long. It's Goff.
Taking a shot for down here.
It got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now Goff. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now a 1st down throw. Goff.
That's caught, and it's Eckler again.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Play action. It's Goff. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now a dump off here complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back.
Here comes 2nd down at 5.
All right. Come on now.
Goff now to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
Now it's Goff. That is caught, and he'll be out of bounds.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler, and he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
Austin Eckler
with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others.
And the Packers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
17.
And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Here's Young. Steps away to his left. Young into the slide, and he's got a 1st down. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And they take a knee.
2nd and 11 now. Running left, it's Mixon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And never an easy thing to do, no matter how good Green Bay is, what the year is, to come into Lambeau and get the victory. But they did it.
You're not just battling the team that you're playing that day. You're not just battling the crowd that's in attendance in that game. You're battling the history of the franchise. You're battling the ghosts that swirl around that place that help spur them on to victory. It is an unbelievable atmosphere, the most historic place in the league, and you have to make sure you stay focused on your task. Otherwise, you can get easily distracted.
Yeah, hats off to them for keeping that laser focus and getting the victory. So for the Vikings, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they dropped their 7th game on the year. And they'll get a chance